Hello. Um, I'm Dava, your blog and radio host. I don't know. Half the time I was playing this, I was just remembering stuff for the songs. Just got a drink of juice. My poison is Pepsi, as the colloquial saying goes. What's your poison? I normally have a pint of Pepsi. Anyway, I'm here today to talk about something that's a growing concern for myself when I enjoy reviews and whatever else. But some of these journalists, I just think they've lost touch. And I'm not just talking about one field or another, I'm talking about, for me it affects me with guitars and computer, computer gear, yeah, much more for guitars, I mean. I buy Guitarist magazine. And I've been doing this since I started, and a little before this, a little after I started learning to play guitars all those years ago. And I believe the first Guitarist magazine, which I still had up until last year, my mum flipping through it. The first one was Dimebag Darrell. We'll give you some background, right? What am I if no a storyteller? Now, back then, it was me, Robin and Charlie. Robin was our bassist. He doesn't play anymore. Charlie still plays off and on. Charlie's got a cracking singing voice. It's really good. And I was saying to him recently, maybe we should do a Eurythmics thing and all this, but he's not got a car, so getting through for Paisley is really difficult. Anyway, this is back in the days when it was me, Robin and Charlie, and I opened up. I'd always thought, guitars kind of look plastic, so when I found out they were made of wood, I was quite surprised, and I found out they were pretty expensive as well, because I thought all guitars were made of plastic and cost £100. That's how. See, when somebody goes, "What are you, new?" Right, and I'd be like, I am totally new. Yes, you are utterly correct. I was clueless. And that journey took me on a journey, just learning about guitars and oh wow, I used to memorise all the guitars that I wanted to have, and I didn't, oh man. I would have been fine with my Fujigen Marauder and my Fender Mexican Contemporary Special Strat, but I didn't know that. I just would have kept, because I bought a load of Encores, and even one of them I really liked. I liked it so much, I played it so much that I wore the frets away. That's how much I owned that guitar for 3 years, and it was a all black Encore, and I played that thing. Wow, did I play that. I was playing for, I don't know, between 6 and 10 hours a day, every day, and I was determined that I was going to learn guitar. And that even went on. I was still doing that when I was 23, and I started when I was 17. Um, I've now got quite a handsome collection. That's no braggy or anything. I'm quite happy. Charlie was saying to me the other night, "What do you want that amount of guitars for? You're nuts." I will. I've got guitar. I'm quite happy. So, anyways, I was reading. Oh well, I was reading Guitarist, and it had all these custom shops, Strats and well, one Strat, no, two actually, two Strats and a few Tellies, and there were £4,000. Now, I'm very aware a Gibson Gibson kicked the teeth out it, and everybody knows it, especially with Henry, is it Juskowitz, getting fired. I mean, he was great for Gibson in the 80s and 90s, and then I think he kind of got bored in the 2000s, and then by the 2010s he was off, and it was like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, and he's Willy Wonka, right, with all the custom guitars, right? But Fender are just price gouging a bit. I mean, I totally get Fender's pricing ethic, especially the stuff they do with Squire is fantastic, and they always treat you fairly, right, on the lower end. They didn't inflate the price of the Mexicans for quite a while. They're starting to do it now, which is a little unfair because we in the West know how much the Mexicans are getting paid. Okay, well, if you're going to pay them more, you take the hit. We want you to pay them more, but take a bit of hit, go on. We're used to having Mexican made Strats and Tellies for a certain price point. Excuse me. Nobody's wages is went up by £100. Do you know what I mean? Well, I'll get to that as well, actually, talking about Scotland and stuff, because no, actually, I'll do it now, right? I'll probably forget what I was talking about before. The average wage in Scotland is £23,000. Right, so our stuff has to be cheaper to compensate for our lower wages. We are a Western country, we do have Western things, but if you go around the Highlands, you'll see how little there is here. And the most of our stuff is in the cities. So we've got a small population, we're actually pretty rich as a country of Scotland, and we give out low wages and we don't tax too heavy. We're pretty fair with our taxes and we get all our public services all paid for. We're actually no bad. But that means when we import stuff, it doesn't work out the way that it works out in other countries. Because if you look at second world countries and third world countries, right, their governments will give those businesses loads of tax breaks, and those governments, those companies will go like that. Well, do you know, they've been nice to us, let's be nice to them and give them a rate that they could actually purchase this. Well, because we're a Western country in Scotland, we get none of that. we get taxed up to the eyeballs after the English. We customs tax and whatever else. Flip. To pay £12 for a £5 wee thing I got for the States. £12 custom tax. That's a handling fee as well. Slap in the face. So I paid £4 for a £5 bit for a guitar. It was just it was a lock nut. My American friends tell me I'm crazy. That's my American friends tell me I'm crazy. Go like that. What is your country doing? Do you know? They're talking about the UK, they're not talking about Scotland specifically. Scotland's no bad. I think if you live, I'm going to move on to talking about computer gear as well in a minute, right? If you're living in London and you're paying, I don't know, 50 quid a meal for something to eat, and you're paying, I don't know how much, 2 or 3 grand a month for your Pokewee flat, then maybe the wages you've got coming in justifies you going along going, oh, I'm going to buy a custom shop guitar at 4 grand. I think the guys at Guitarist magazine are having a laugh, and the laugh's on us for buying their magazine. I've been buying their magazine for years. It is very rare that they have a decent squire. I'm not saying it's never happened, I'm just saying it's rare. They put in more and more of this lifestyle quote unquote nonsense. Right. Now let's get to computer gear. Computer gear is expensive. It's not as expensive as guitars. But it is expensive. And you watch all these reviewers and whatever else, and they've got tons of the stuff online of it. And you know, it occurs to me, just like it did with the Guitarist magazine, how in touch are these people? Now, I think Jim over at Adored TV is fair dues, but you know, the other media or Saints or you have other guys, and what have I really got that kind of money? Jay's actually not too bad, but the way Linus is throwing about $1,000 $1,000 graphics card, oh for flip's sake. I guess it's that Top Gear kind of thing of extravagance because it's your hobby. A long time ago I wrote an article. It was called Real World Performance and What It Means to You. And it was quite a popular article, and it started a minor stir in the tech community because the FX 8350 was good enough to be a gaming processor. You could game on it. You could do loads of different stuff. You could stream on it. You could, you know. And I was saying, well, should I be paying? I mean, I bought this for like £230. Like, this is back in 2011 or something, right? I bought this for should I pay £1,000 to get 3 more frames? No, flipping shouldn't. You know, just switch to Intel for three or 4 frames. No, flip that. Right, I need to light that. How in touch are people who review products with how much the average person has in their wallet? Now, I'm disabled and I get what I get. I put a lot of effort into what I do. I'm actually, you know, I got right lucky with the HP Workstation, which is a whole other story with stupid ASUS flipping board. And to stop me building that stupid ASUS motherboard. Anyway, that's a story for another day. I'm pretty happy with my 12 cores and 24 threads and with 24 gigs of RAM, even though it's last generation. I mean, this stuff came out in like 2010, and as you can see, I'm still gaming on it. Now, I have upgraded all my hard drives to NVMe, and I've got loads of other drives and whatever else, just because, like I said in the storage technology video, it was 2018. What are they doing? Guinness tiny capacities. Do I want there to be someone who does that kind of stuff where it's very much an expensive item and they show us what it's actually like? Yeah. Do I want to feel as if your power stay away? No. Which is happening more and more, certainly with me. Showing guitars for £4,000? Are you out of your mind? I've got a guitar there just as good as it. It cost me, let's say, under 300. It's a 94 Japanese Squire. It's lovely. Time's nearly up. I was kicking about earlier and it just struck me. £4,000? Now, I don't want to be doing on Fender, and I said that earlier because Fender are really fair with their pricing. They have been for many years. But you know, you get used to a certain way of things. And see, bargain hunting in Scotland, you have to be tight with it. How much of a profit you're going to make out of something. People will no part with their money here. Because they've got less of it. Just Australia. So you're going to make a loss, whatever you're going to do. I didn't want to rant. I just wanted to share the idea that, you know, just cool it. And if you've listened to this, I'm going to give you a tip. You go all the way through it. Here's the tip. Away and buy a Japanese guitar for the 80s. You can pick them up for £100, £200. They are dynamite. They are high quality, and I don't mean Korean guitars, I mean actually, you know that they're Japanese. Know that the guys said that they're Japanese or whatever, you know. It has to say made in Japan on it somewhere. And B for the 80s. If you go into the 60s and all that, you'll not get good quality. 70s, aye. You know, Matsumoto and all the others, Fujigen. And there's other ones as well. My friend Mad Malco, he buys. It's not even Matsumoto. It was one of the other ones. I don't remember. If you put Gaki, time is up. If you put Gaki into eBay, you might come up with something under guitars. Well, thanks for listening to the Pipsqueak.